Welcome back. I have these new Wi-Fi HD smart home cameras and wanted to walk you guys through it. If you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys do consider subscribing. Smash that thumbs up if you guys appreciate this content. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you guys have tested anything like this. This is the Wi-Fi HD smart camera. Turn your phone and see home anytime, anywhere. So yeah, I got a couple of these, so we're gonna see if we could set up 2 of them. But yeah, let's go ahead and open these guys up. Let me know if you guys have used any security cameras. I know I've used several other brands before, and a lot of this stuff works pretty good. So they do have says MW5 mini camera. This is the quick guide, and you do get like a little warranty thing here, a little warranty slip. And then it kind of tells you error diagnostics. It tells you what to do if something's wrong with it, how to reset the mini camera. A lot of reading material here. So lots of reading material. Okay. First thing you get, standard micro USB. I really wish companies would do USB-C. I know I've been harping on that for like a while. USB-C is not new technology. Micro USB is old technology. So why don't you just use the latest and greatest? That's the only thing I have. You know, every time I see, I'm just like, ugh, why not micro USB-C? Or why not USB-C? Sorry. So here's the camera. Yeah, there's the camera. I'm guessing that's the camera, and it looks like it has like a little back end here. You could pretty much stick it anywhere. It's pretty nice. It has, I'm guessing that's the antenna. So pretty interesting here. Now you could connect this thing and then have it set up somewhere. It looks like it turns on without having this plugged in. So I just turn it on. There's a little light going on right there. So there is a reset. So the reset button is just, you just push the button here and it says reset on it. So pretty simple. So just off on. You have an SD card slot right at the top, so that way you could store things. And yeah, pretty interesting. So I'm guessing a lot of this stuff's gonna have to do with the app. Now these are kind of like some of those like hidden cameras that I like. It looks like it's a hidden camera that you could set up. So I'm just gonna leave it like right here, and you could probably just, this looks like a simple circuit board. You could probably put like a piece of tape in the back, like one of those 3M tapes, and then just kind of stick it somewhere, which is cool. It's kind of neat. Now, when it comes to demonstrating you guys the phone part of this thing, it's a little bit trickier, but we'll try our best here. So you need to search that app right there. So it's WIWACAM app. Now you have to type it in exactly like that, and this is the app that you want to use right there. So I actually typed it in lowercase letters and it wouldn't go through, so I put in uppercase letters and it popped up. There's another one that came up that said WIWACAM, and that's not it. So it's got to be WIWACAM, WIWACAM. And in your instructions, that's exactly what it's going to say right there. So give it a few seconds. It doesn't take that long. This device here has already been on for like maybe like 10 minutes. And I got to say, it's actually kind of hot. The battery on this thing is actually kind of warm. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off in the meantime. And you know what? I got to leave it on because I have to, well, we're going to sync the app here. So, yeah, that's super interesting how hot it gets. I can hold it. It's not like it's scorching hot. So once you download it, just click open. Here it says log into your account, or if you're a new account registration, just click new account. Now with your phone, because I am doing this on my phone, every single time you set this up with smart home devices, make sure you are on 2G. So right now, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm switching my Wi-Fi from my 5G over to my 2G. Okay, here we go. So it's going to ask you just a couple things, just your address, confirm your address, first name, last name, and then a password. Your account is going to be your email, and your password is going to be obviously the password that you put in. So once you do, they're probably going to send an email that says, you know, to confirm and stuff. So here it just says no camera has been added. So I'm going to click that plus sign there. And then it tells you which one, the MW1, MW3, MW5, which is this one, MW7, MW9. You could do a manual add. So MW5, we're going to go in that. It's going to say it needs to access the device location while using the app. It's okay to have that on. So power on the camera, it says connect the camera to power. On the camera body, put the power to button on. So I don't have I don't have it connected to power, but it does seem like there is power. So I'm just going to hit next just to see if it works. Check the status, wait 40 to 60 seconds. You'll see the LED flashing red and blue, then click the next button. So let's go ahead and confirm that. Right now it is turning red and blue. So I'm going to hit next. And yeah, then it says smart scan. So we're going to use your internet. So which one do you have? So I'm already set up. I got to put in the password, make sure that it's on 2G. You have internet access through the Wi-Fi. Your smartphone is connected. Make sure that's the correct password. And then you're going to get some kind of QR code. So all I'm going to do is just where the camera is at down here, I'm going to scan it. Now, the one thing too is please place mobile phone camera 20 to 30 centimeters away from the camera. Let camera face the smart screen blue. Wait until you see the flashing blue, then click next. Now, the one thing I do say is crank that brightness on this thing. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to wait for that blue on the device here. It's going red, blue, and now it's flashing blue. It was going red, blue, red, blue. Now it's going blue, 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 blue. Okay, cool. So once I do that, I'm going to hit next. Camera's connected to the online thing. Let me turn down the light here. And there you go. It's starting to scan up. Now I do have, as you can see down here, there's the camera right there. It's pointing at me. I don't know if it's upside down or right side up. I guess we're about to find out in a second. And it says, take a look at the signal shown by the status LED on the camera. Tap the option below. So I have a couple options here. One says solid red, flashing red, solid blue, solid red with flashing blue. So let's go ahead and look at the back. So right now it shows, so let's go ahead solid blue. And it doesn't, I wouldn't say it's solid blue. It goes blue and then okay, there it is, solid blue. So it says camera's connected to the Wi-Fi, confirm phone is connected to home. Okay, I'm already done. And give it a minute. It says discovering new device. So it looks like it might have failed, but I just did that and it says new camera discovered. So here it is. Here's the name of the camera. So let's go ahead and add this one. We're going to give it a name. So let's go office. And now the camera is loading. And according to the instructions here too, is when you are, when you're going to run this device, it looks like it says it needs 3 full cycles before using it. So it says, please charge the battery fully before running the camera over the battery for the first time. The built-in lithium battery may need 3 times a full charge cycle to activate its full capacity. 1 full recharge cycle means full charge battery, then run out the battery. And then, of course, it has some instructions here. It says if you have any issues with it, there's a website to contact them. So it looks like we're still waiting for, it just says loading right now. I'm just getting the loading sign. So it's been taking a minute. It's been taking a minute. It's actually one of the longer device setup that I've played with in a long time when it comes to smart security cameras. Okay, so I'm just going to hit the exit button here. I'm just going to hit the backup. So I just backed up and I'm here back to the cameras found, and I'm going to hit add cameras. Now it does say, now this time there's no loading. So it says name whatever you want. So let's do office. Please set a new password for your own protection. So I'm just going to do, right now the box says on the password, it has like a password there that you could choose. Well, it gives you like the ID name, the password, and then some kind of like serial number. Okay, so I just put in my own password just for testing purposes, and there is the camera right there. So if I click play, it's now sending a connection. So I do have to say there is, as you can see, I'm right next to the device right here. There is a slight lag between connecting It does take a little bit slower than normal. And there we go. So now I'm connected. And is it going to be orientation? No, it's not going to flip. So I'm guessing. Okay, so I'm upside down to the camera right now. Okay, so I think I fixed it where it's not going to be upside down no more. The only thing that I see here, again, I'm on 2G, and it says hang up down here at the bottom. So it's connecting. My Wi-Fi connection up here is extremely strong, and I did move the antenna around to see if there's going to be like any kind of, I don't know, maybe some kind of interference of some sorts or something. And it's just going, I've literally been waiting here for like 5 minutes just trying to get this thing. So anytime I've experienced anything like this, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the hang up button. Again, I have extremely good Wi-Fi. My speeds are extremely fast. Router's right here in the same room. So I'm going to, what I'm like troubleshooting, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off and turn it right back on. So let's go ahead and give this thing a minute. The light looks like it's red and blue, kind of like a purplish. I think both lights are just on at the same time, so it gives it like a purple color. So it's just turning on, it's rebooting itself. And now I'm getting a solid blue color. So the next thing I'm going to also do is I'm going to kill the app. I'm going to double check my Wi-Fi, and I am still on 2G. And let's go ahead and open up that app again. So here we go, opening it up, connected to Wi-Fi. It displayed that real quick. And there it is. Cool, there we go. So easy troubleshooting instructions. As you can see, I'm kind of moving around there. Wow, that white is just super bright. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the light on my phone and show you guys right here. So let's do this. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. That is like instant, like super instant. That's actually pretty nice. It's actually very, very nice here. So okay, so here's my arm. You do have a thing here with your mic, and it's loud. It's very, very nice and clear. So I can actually hear everything that's in there. I am using I'm using SD. So standard definition, and then you do have USD, the Ultra. So Ultra, let's try this. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. That's still pretty good. It's actually very, very good. You can take a picture right there. This you could actually record right here also, and then it's just going to record it locally. So that's pretty much it. Hello? Yeah, and super loud. So it's actually very, very loud, very clear. Okay, so let's hit the back button. So there is a playback here. So furthermore, blah, 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 add an SD card. So it says add an SD cards here. So it's just telling me that there's an error because there's no SD card. So even though I did have a recording in here, it's not even going to record it locally, which is okay. Add an SD card. So you do have your alarm list. So with your alarms, alarm events could be triggered here after alarm is triggered. So you could delete it, clear your alarms or anything like that. So there you go. Playback, that's your playback, your settings. Now, when it comes to settings here, you got record settings, SD or HD. You could do continuous, alarm recording, or schedule recording. You could turn on recordings here, and this will actually like schedule stuff here, which is pretty nice. For your camera info, this will give you all your information for your camera editor. You could change your password, change the name of this thing, alarm settings, record settings, smart sensor setup. So if you got a smart sensor setup, you could do remote control, hall, window, balcony, all that stuff there, which is pretty nice. Network settings, modify camera password, date and time, video, audio, LED, SD card info. If you do this, when you put it in, I recommend you always format the SD card to this device. So that's what you want to do when you put it in. Yes, that's pretty much it. Let me see if I turn on the alarm. So alarms are on, And if I go to the alarm list, anytime it triggers an alarm, then that's where it's going to go. Here at the top, if you click that plus sign, then you could start the process all over again to set up your a second device, which I do have a second device here, which is pretty nice. So it worked pretty good. A little bit of work to get through it, but what I recommend as always is kill the app, turn everything off, turn everything back on. You should be okay. For your toolbox, you got album, alarm management, Wi-Fi test, and discovery. So if you have any issues with your Wi-Fi, you just want to come here and just test it out, and it's going to look something like this. It's going to look like, it just says light speed, Libra speed test. So I'm going to hit start. It's testing my ping, it's testing my jitter, and then it's testing my download speeds. Yeah, and everything in here looks pretty good. My ping, it's showing that it's great. My jitter, it's showing that it's okay. It's a little bit high. My upload, again, shows that it's great. And it's pretty cool how it gives you all those details. So I don't want to show you guys here because it gives you too much information. As far as my album goes, I have an album here, and I could actually, it does store it locally. And then if you long hold it, you could actually delete it. So yeah, that's actually pretty nice. So yeah, pretty nice. And then once you have multiple devices, they're going to appear all down here like in a list. You just name them with whatever you want. Yeah, again, this device is pretty tiny. It's pretty small. As you can see right there, it's actually very, very small. And you could move it all over the place. So yeah, there it is right there. What I would recommend is make sure this isn't obstructed anywhere. Yeah, just keep it somewhere where it's kind of like out of, from blocking anything. Now, right now, just holding this guy right here, this is where you turn on the power. This thing does get warm, so make sure this isn't enclosed anywhere. Make sure it has some kind of breathing room, and then that is your little tiny camera there. So pretty nice, pretty neat. Let me know what you guys think. I tried to leave you guys here with all the latest and greatest stuff. Yeah, it works pretty good. It just takes a little bit of work and a little bit of patience. And yeah, with all that being said, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.